Good evening, everybody. My name is Arek Marczewski, and I'm today's host and making this presentation about the business opportunity in post-pandemic world. What do you mean by this? I mean, for the last 18 months, world changed and changed dramatically in front of our eyes. So we have to adapt to current situation. And I'm running a construction company. Silver is my favorite type of the company I want to work with. And I hopefully that from the part-time, it will become my full-time work in the very near future. So what we'll cover today? I mean, I will tell a little bit more about a global picture of the multi-level marketing, direct sales, multi-level marketing in the UK demography, and at the end, how to do the business successfully. And that will be part of the presentation by someone who is the guru in this direct sales industry, Arek. And a little bit motivation pictures at the end, just to encourage you to do something what I believe you want to do. It means change your life. I understand that it might sound a little bit cliche, but nobody is going to knock on your doors and force you to be successful. Absolutely nobody. You have to do it yourself. If you want to change your life, you have to change your mindset, and mindset will make you or break you. So that's from Arek. You'll have more information about him on my next slides. Network marketing, that's my favorite one, is one of the few places globally, and we work on a global market, when women and men are absolutely equal. We earn the same. And frankly, women are better than men. You will see from the next slides why I'm saying so. Network marketing. The network marketing business globally is doing absolutely fine. So you don't have to worry about the growth of the business. Prediction is that in the next couple of years, it will reach $1 trillion. That includes nearly $500 million in commission. It means the money that people like you and I will earn from this business. It's massive. I mean, absolutely massive. It's not big industry, but it's a big enough. It's big enough to be to earn good money. This presentation is I took it from World Federation of Direct Sales Association in America, and this is those are the slides showing where we are globally with this business. So as you can see from those slides, we are in Europe. So let's concentrate on Europe. America, of course, is one of the biggest business in multi-level marketing, direct sales. But those slides shows you something else. Those shows us where we are in terms of where the business is done. And also the next slides, the next picture shows global sales force. So what is the sales force? Sales force is the people involved in this business. So when you look at the first picture where you have a slide showing the Africa and Middle East is 1% of the global market. But on the other slide, you can see the Africa and Middle East is the 5% of the workforce. So it's a big change. In Europe, sales, of course, is high because we sell the expensive products mainly, because that part of the world is relatively, they are doing pretty well. And only 12% people from the global market are involved in this business, because we are selling expensive product for rich people. Global, this slide shows again the growth. And China, because China is one of the biggest, second biggest market, multi-level market in Europe. So you can see from the pictures that the China, when something is happening in China, the turnover of this whole industry is going a little bit down, but we are on the uptrend. Who are the top players? Of course, you know, globally, United States. Yeah, the rich country, a lot of the products that they are expensive. Then followed by China, which is a growing market. Korea, I mean, South Korea, of course. Then in Europe, Germany. Really, Germany is 5 times bigger market for multi-level marketing than UK is. France, twice as big as Poland. As UK. That slide show us, you know, how many people are involved in this industry, and demographic of those people. 120 million people globally, and this number is growing, especially in the post-pandemic world. People where they no longer work full-time in offices, they are looking for a different source of income. Interesting is in this picture is that the interesting group for us is an age group 35 to 44 and 45 to 54, because those people, they have a money, they have a purchase power, and that's 50% of this breakdown of the population. Again, here is an interesting breakdown. 15 million people are full-time, 15 million people. 44 million people are part-time. So it means that their commitment is less than 30 hours per week. And all of them, 120 million people, are people who are purchasing those products and goods and services, whatever it is. Interesting at the bottom, this is what I said. 74 global picture, 74% of women and 26% of men are involved in this business. Women dominating this market, absolutely dominating. Where we are in terms of what are the best products. Again, that's as you can see, 28%. And 35% are the industries that Souvre is 100% spot on involved in this: cosmetic and perfumes, personal care, and wellness. Wellness 35%, and will be more. And believe me, that's market grows dramatically, especially now where many things moved towards the small businesses and homes. Big chains, because of the pandemics, were suspended in activities. So people find another way, and that's what is happening right now. Where we are globally, emerging and advanced economies. As you've seen previously, UK is, and Europe is in these advanced economies. America, Canada, Australia, Japan, those are the advanced economies. I think this slide slightly is not showing the China. I don't know whether when they were preparing this, they think that China is, say, emerging, but I think China is the global economy. And so soon China will surpass America. In businesses, in activities, global activities. I think that they own already half of Africa. So that was the world. Multi-level marketing, direct sales in the UK, where we are. Again, operation in the UK in the market is retail goods and services, is wellness products, cosmetic personal care products. This is what is the best selling. Of course, clothes, fashion, cleaning products, and industry activities, direct sales of cosmetic personal care products, direct sales of wellness products. This is where we are. This is absolutely ideal spot where we could be, and when we can do the business. How the marketing of the direct sales was doing in the past? Pretty well. Increase 1.1% every year, up to say 2.2 billion. I think at the moment they are saying that in 2021, you've seen on next slide, is close to 3 billion, which is half of that what is the in France, and it's 1/5 of that what is in Germany. So it means something, but this industry is doing well here. So no doubt that you're in the absolutely right place. So the average growth, I believe that average growth will be roughly about 2% per annum with the current state. Poor economics, climate caused by fallout of the pandemic is likely to drive a wealth of workers in the industry, causing the revenue to swell in a short term. But I think that we passed this, because that was done this prediction was done in 2020. I would like you to remember that direct sales offers consumers a way to buy products and services person to person. This is what we do. It is about people connecting with people, the social way to shop. So Suvr has its own magic place where people can buy, we can source our products, we can provide the services, and people buy from people they trust. That, I think, this is the most important statements. Market size, like I said, £3 billion, number of businesses involved in this industry, over 8,000 pounds, and industry employment, I mean, people who are involved in this industry is roughly 700,000 people involved in direct sales, marketing, multi-level marketing in this industry. Who are the players? England, you can't avoid, it's a global market. So everyone, absolutely everyone. Everyone is, all the biggest companies are globally everywhere. And it's unstoppable. So there's no place that the countries can hide. Of course, North Korea is not allowing anybody to be there, but it's a different problem. We in Europe, we have all of them. So we believe that pretty soon it will be the global player, and this is where we are heading with our plans for the future, and the last 5 years prove that the directors and our company president is absolutely fully aware where the direction is, and that we're going spot on into the right direction. UK, well, we're living in multicultural society, no doubt. I mean, especially London. When I go to network marketing event in my industry, construction and property, I would say 20% are British, 80% are not British, or British but not, of British origin. Interesting. This is a little bit old slide in terms of figures, but you can see here. This is the Britain in numbers. How many people were born not in England, but they are living in England? Like most Poles who are currently in England were not born in England. They are here. But all the people from the non-UK passports, it's nearly 5 million people. 5 million people. It's big number. And when you look at this map, look at this London spot. This is where that's indication where born in the UK, white patch. So I think 80% in Londoners are not born in UK are people. You can also see we were privileged that in 2004 Poland was when Poland joined the EU. Poland was there was straight away invited, free to work, and that create a situation that we are on sort of the pole position as an ethnic minority in Britain, and Poles are nearly everywhere, and sometimes in, like, I think in Ireland, we represent 10% of population. So, but why I'm showing this? Because you will be working with very many nationalities, and that's the fact. I mean, probably, let's say 20% that will be British, but 80% will be not British, but people who are working with, say, with an advanced economy, and those are the people who may, you know, make your business growing, because they may have a chance, like for example, from the Germans, and they fall in love in our mechanism of selling and the products. Definitely, they will go to Germany and they will do exactly the same, or the same with the France. I mean, currently we have network in France and we have a network in Germany. Population distribution, you can see where to go. Follow the money. The money in England is south, London and the home counties, southeast and southwest. This is where the money is. Population in the UK, interesting graph. I mean, when you look at this closely, you will see that 2004, you know, the light blue is not net international migration and other. So you can see this is the moment where the EU was joined by many East European countries, including Poland, and that's the dramatic peak of the people who came in England. Slowly, it was, I don't know how the conversion works with this, with those numbers, because most probably, you know, like what I was told recently, roughly about 56,000 new Polish people who are British now are born in England every year. So that means that they will classify, like I have children here and I have grandchildren here as well, and they're classified not as a Polish, but as a British. So they will disappear for this light blue and will come dark blue. A little bit false information. And the same 10 years later, in 2014, we have another jump, as you can see, where the Romania, Bulgaria, and this eastern part of the bloc countries were introduced. They allow them to work in England. So that's why you have those two chimneys in this graph. Where are the wealthy people? Of course, you know, like in every society, you have this curve shows you that there's a number of people who are on unemployment. I think it's, let's say 2 million people, but with, let's say, for the sake of argument, 70 million people, 2 million people, it doesn't matter. How many are, you know, I had another, once I have another presentation, and I calculated that roughly about only 10,000 people in England earns more than £100,000 per annum. So ignore them. You know, they will 100,000 plus. You know, so million per annum, 20 million per whatever. It's not a big number. The biggest number for us, the important are people who they have the purchasing power. They have a purchasing power. They can buy, and they can be committed to buy more and spend more money. So that's the group is between 20, let's say 30 to 40,000 pounds. That's our group. And how many of them? I think roughly about 25 million. So you have the place to go. Finally, network marketing. That's one of my favorite slide as well. Offered an equal opportunity regardless of age, sex, race, religion, and education. Is business. This is the business for everybody. It's business. You have the only thing that you have to do is to follow the rules. Multi-level marketing has no restriction to external problems. It's predictable and flexible. Just you only have to do what you're doing and just do it constantly. That's what I promised at the beginning. I'm a great fan of Arek. This is the guy who he has roughly about 250,000 followers on the internet. He's public speaker, he's a guru. Most probably he said, okay, why Arek, what are you not saying? No, I could say what he said, but he has 30 years of experience. And I think that if you listen to him, you understand why I have chosen to do the presentation that way, because he has a lot of information for you. So that's right. Come on.
So we live in a world where in previous years and still today, people overhype what network marketing can do for them, instead of saying it's just a vehicle for entrepreneurial expression with a lot of support, a very low price of entry, no real upside, and flexibility to be able to operate around your schedule. I mean, it's a dream for somebody with entrepreneurial efforts or ambitions. So the critics, you know, what I tell everybody, including, you know, if you have friends and family like, oh, roll in their eyes, let me just tell you, network marketing is not perfect, but it's better. It's better than any form of entrepreneurship on earth. It's better than traditional small business. In the United States, it's $55,000 the average person spends to start a traditional business, and half of those fail in their first year. They don't get their money back, right? They lost their job, they sacrificed their family, they did all these different things, and $55,000 for the average person to start a traditional small business. The average person inside of network marketing is certainly less than $1,000 to be able to start the business. Huge support that isn't available to a traditional business owner. You know, the products taken care of for you, all the research development, shipping, and everything else, all the support systems, trainings and events and recognition systems and incentives and everything else is all taken care of. It's that.
So my comments, I'm running a construction company. Statistically, only 25% of the companies will survive 5 years. The rest of the companies will go bust. And people involved in businesses, they will lose their money invested. This is what Arek was talking. Server, after five years, is the global company. So for me, it's just no-brainer. They pass this time where something could go wrong with the company. The most things goes wrong in the first 2 years. So let's have a more from Arek.
than anything. And I will debate anybody, anytime, on any stage in the world that network marketing is better than other forms of entrepreneurship for the average person. Because guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of money. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of flexibility. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of skill and ability and talents. Those people with heart. Guess what you need inside of network marketing to be successful? You got to be hungry and you got to be coachable. You got to be willing to learn, and the profession itself will be patient with you and will help you develop yourself into an entrepreneur. So that's my mission. I want to help you. I want to help everybody out there that's watching this, and anybody that you know. I want to help them too. I want to help you make the decision to get into here and start earning some money. And then I want to help you the decision or give you the capacity, the ability to level up. Boom, 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 tough. So we live in a world where in previous years, and still today, people overhype what network marketing can do for them instead of saying it's just a vehicle for entrepreneurial expression with a lot of support, a very low price of entry, no real upside, and flexibility to be able to operate around your schedule. I mean, it's a dream for somebody with entrepreneurial efforts or ambitions. So the critics, you know, what I tell every.
Once again, when you look at that, what is behind him? We all start from the same base, zero. When we come to this business, our investment is very, very low, but we start from zero. So, and this is the level one. You need to learn walking before you will start running. And you have to learn certain principles of how this business is the business. The multi-level marketing is a business. Don't think it's even, you know, if you want to cook something, you must have a sort of learn from someone how to cook things. If you're driving bicycle, you need to learn how to how to ride the bicycle. The same business, you know, you have to understand what are the rules, regulations, products, etc. So that's important. The levels to £1 million, the earning, say per annum, is very possible. Some people do it quicker than others because they commit more time. Let's have a more saying to Arek.
Including, you know, if you have friends and family like, oh, rolling their eyes, let me just tell you, network marketing is not perfect, but it's better. It's better than any form of entrepreneurship on earth. It's better than traditional small business. In the United States, it's $55,000 the average person spends to start a traditional business, and half of those fail in the first year. They don't get their money back, right? They lost their job, they sacrificed their family, they did all these different things, and $55,000 for the average person to start a traditional small business. The average person inside of network marketing is certainly less than $1,000 to be able to start the business. Huge support that isn't available to a traditional business owner. You know, the product's taken care of for you, all the research development, shipping, and everything else, all the support systems, trainings and events and recognition systems and incentives and everything else, it's all taken care of. It's better than anything. And I will debate anybody, anytime, on any stage in the world that network marketing is better than other forms of entrepreneurship for the average person. Because guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of money. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of flexibility. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of skill and ability and talents. Those people with heart. Guess what you need inside of network marketing to be successful? You got to be hungry and you got to be coachable. You got to be willing to learn, and the profession itself will be patient with you and will help you develop yourself into an entrepreneur. So that's my mission. I want to help you. I want to help everybody out there that's watching this, And anybody that you know, I want to help them too. I want to help you make the decision to get into here and start earning some money. And then I want to help you the decision or give you the capacity, the ability to level up. Boom, 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 boom. That's my mission. That's what I want to do to help you, okay? So today is a primer. Today is just an introduction in order to be able to get your mind where it needs to be in order to be able to capture the opportunity that you have found yourself in, okay? So let's talk about the framework of what I want to share today. What does it take to be successful in network marketing? After having been in this business for a long time, what does it take to be successful? One, you've got to develop your mindset. And I'll talk about what that means in a moment. Two, you have to master a simple set of skills that every single one of you can master if you focus on it. Three, you have to have strategy to use the skills and the mindset in order to be able to maximize your time. Mindset, skills, strategy. Now see, all of this has to do with you. With you. It's not the company's responsibility. This is not your enroller's responsibility. This is not anybody's responsibility. This is your responsibility. Let me tell you, let me save you some pain. And I save you some pain, I hope I can save you some pain. The pain of network marketing is to not change these things and to hope for things to change. To not develop the skills and hope you gain confidence. To not change your mindset and hope that the business or the product is going to take care of it for you. To not change your, to develop your strategy, a winning strategy, and hope that the compensation plan just takes care of it for you. It just doesn't. What this network marketing should be for you is a blank canvas with all kinds of resources. All those resources are the paint. You get to paint your masterpiece if you choose to, but you gotta do it. Nobody else. Okay? So let's talk about mindset first. Let's see how we're doing at time. We're done. Very quick. And I have to know how many people are watching on Twitch. Is anybody watching on Twitch? One person's watching on Twitch. It's the first time. I've never been on Twitch before. And my son, who's a gamer, he's probably laughing hysterically while he's playing Fortnite or whatever he's playing. So hey, everything big starts small, you know. So let's talk about mindset. Why is mindset such a big deal? Here's why mindset is such a big deal. Unless you change how you think, there will be a limit on what you can earn. Let me say that again. Unless you change how you think, there's going to be a limit to how much you can earn. So, what needs to happen here? What's the biggest important part of this? First thing I will tell you, it's all about you. Stop looking outside. This is a mindset thing. Stop looking outside for people to be able to do things for you, provide things for you, care for you, and you make the decision. You get the coaching. You get the training. You seek the answers. You take the step. You invest in yourself. You take charge. Okay? And the biggest part of this is letting go of an employee Letting go of employee thinking. Because here's the thing that you need to understand. Most people have been taught to think like an employee since they were 2 years old. Their family told them what to do, when to go to bed, what to eat, stop hitting your sister, or there'd be consequences. And we learn to live in that box. And then we go into school, and that's an employee-minded environment. That is not an entrepreneurial environment. It's an employee-minded environment. School is, I'm a big fan of education. I'm a huge fan of self-education. But I will tell you, most formal education systems are employee farms. They're trying to raise employees for entrepreneurs to put to work. That's what they are. So in school, you're taught to think like an employee. If you went to the military, you're taught to think like an employee, do as you're told. If you go into the workplace, of course, entrepreneurial thinking is just something unusual. And if you decide to enter into network marketing, which is an entrepreneurial space, you've got to rewire your mind. You've got to change the way you think. You have to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Let me tell you something. Entrepreneurs think different. They just think different. They don't think like employees at all. They don't look at things the way employees do. They don't. If you think of the word work, for most people, the word work is a 4-letter word. It's just like, oh, it's something to get away from. Thank God it's Friday. No, I can't go have fun because I have to work. Drudgery, pain, obligation, no fun. That's what work is, right? So that's how employees think of it. So they're trying to get away from it all the time. Entrepreneurs don't think about work that way. Entrepreneurs think about work as contribution, growth, creation, purpose, making the world a better place. That's how entrepreneurs think about work. So they're not trying to get away from work like employees are. They're trying to find an opportunity to invest in the world with their effort, with their heart and soul and blood and sweat in order to be able to make the world a better place. See, employees want to get away from work. So when an employee-minded person joins network marketing and they work for themselves for the very first time, they give themselves the day off. And then they give themselves the week off. And then they give themselves the month off because they're trying to get away from work. Entrepreneurs don't do that. You got to literally flip the coin. This side, work is bad. This side, work is life. Okay? Work is creation. Work is contribution. Work is purpose. Work is making the world a better place. Work is helping others. So think about support. And employees like, where's my support? Where's my training? Where's my all this stuff? An entrepreneur says, I'll plug into the support that I have, but if I can't find the support, I'll be the support. I'll create the support. An employee-minded person will give you 2 weeks of their time before they check out. If you don't pay them after 2 weeks, it's over. An entrepreneur is willing to invest their time. Here's how it works in entrepreneurship, just so you know. You need to be willing as an entrepreneur to be underpaid for a significant period of time. That's how it works. You invest in a small business, guess what's going to happen? Most people who invest in small business, traditional small business, outside network marketing, they hope to get their investment back in 3 years. Hope. 3 years, right? To get it back. In the meantime, they're working harder than anybody else, getting paid less than anybody else. So an entrepreneur is willing to be underpaid for a significant period of time, and then fairly paid for a short period of time, and then overpaid for a long period of time. That's the trade. That's the trade. That's the difference in mindset between an employee and an entrepreneur. And even if you're part-time, even if you're level 1, You've got to change your mindset if you want to get to level 2. You got to start thinking different if you want to get to level 2. Okay? So thinking like an entrepreneur. It's all about you, letting go of employee thinking, thinking like an entrepreneur. Let me give you a word that some people don't like. The word is obsession. Take anybody who's ever changed the world. Anybody who's ever done anything powerful. Anybody who's ever done anything amazing. They have a level of obsession to be able to help others. They have a level of obsession to be able to make an impact in the world. It's an internal fire that they're willing to pay the price in order to be able to go where they need to go. I think this is required for greatness. For greatness, it's not required to go from level 1 to level 2. Not required to go to the top level of level 1. You want to go to level 4 or 5, or even have a chance? Hard work. And I will give you a 6th one, confidence. You can make up with hard work what you lack in skill at the beginning just by hitting it hard, okay? Confidence is a big deal. This, you know, sometimes there's people who they just say you just need to be motivated. You just need to be motivated. You just need to be excited. You just need to be enthusiastic. You know, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You know, all these different kinds of phrases that happen inside network marketing. But here's the truth. My business and my life didn't change until I developed some confidence. You know why? If I had confidence, I would take more action. And if I took more action, I would get more results. And if I got more results, that built my confidence even more, which caused me to take more action. Okay? But what caused me to have confidence in the first place? You know what it was? Skills. Skills. Think about anything you've ever been confident in your life. Anything you've ever been confident in your life. And think about why you were confident. The reason why you're confident is you develop skills. You develop skills, and those skills built the confidence for you. It took some time. Maybe you had to have some passion and belief in order to be able to have the patience to develop the skills, but the skills themselves created the confidence for you. Okay? So I'm going to flip the switch a little bit. And I want you to understand, this is just a basic, just, you know, take responsibility, let go of employee thinking, think like an entrepreneur, develop a little bit of an obsession to your purpose here, be willing to work hard and dedicate yourself to doing what's necessary to become unstoppable in your confidence, unstoppable in your purpose. Okay?
Yes, yes. This is Eric. You know, of course there's absolutely more things that from himself on the internet. And it's fascinating second part as well, you know, about skills and then the strategy. We don't have a time for this. You can search for those. Those are the free things on the internet. We don't have much time to you know, elaborate all those things. The last part, I mean, I'm listening to those things on a daily basis. Server has all tools, has everything, whatever you need. Especially, you know, we started where there's not very many products, films available. Now everything is available. You can't have an excuse that you don't have a support. You'll have a support not only from Suvra as a company, but you have a support from your uplines, from us, from the people around you. We work as a team. We have the same goal: expand. Network marketing is creating a movement for powerful women, and those women are changing the world. I told you, 75% of women are in this business. And I think that in many cases, women are awakening right now. The last 50 years for women changed dramatically. I think that men are far, far behind them those days. So guys, be careful, because they may rule the world soon. And they are coachable. They want to do something. They don't want to live in discomfort anymore. Well, if you believe that something is important enough, then you will do it even the odds are in your favor. So to give you an example, maybe too extreme example, if your house is on fire and you have to save someone from this house, you will go there. And even if you know that you burn yourself, but you will go there. If child wants to learn how to ride the bike, because all the kids are riding bikes, the child will fall thousands of times until they will learn. Same is with this business. Nothing is perfect first time. Nothing is perfect when you start. Your communication with your surrounding is not perfect, but you have to simply go. You just go, do mistakes. You know, I closed few businesses in my life and I reopened them, because that's the only way. The only way is if, like Churchill said, if you go through hell, keep going. There's no other way. The door will open on somewhere on the way. So in conclusion, I mean, what I show you, you know, how the economy globally, multi-level marketing business is doing pretty well. More industries are in, I think, in more dramatic situation than multi-level marketing. We are expanding. So global business is expanding, and Suvra, together with this, we are on the flow. We are on the wave. This is right. We are in the right place, spot on in a place with our product and with our business model. So in England, you have you have seen this from my slide. You have a lot of possibilities. There's so many places that you can meet with people. Then I believe that you will find Arek somewhere, and you will learn from him. Many things are really for free. Just committed yourself to listen those things. You're holding your future in your own hands. Nobody will do the homework for you. Absolutely nobody. This process, you don't have to. It's not the race that you have to jump out and commit full time. If you can't do it, keep the momentum of your part-time business to overtake your current involvements, because believe me, I employ people, and those people, they have a limit they can earn. They have a limit, and because the market dictates this limit. In this business, there's no limit. That we are saying, in our team, sky has no limit. So why should we have? The distance between your dreams and reality is called action. This is, if you don't take action, absolutely nothing will change. Nothing will that will change in your life. And you will ask me next year, Arek, when is the best time to join the company? I said, well, anytime. It was good 5 years ago. It was good 3 years ago. It was good 4 years ago, and it's equally good now. because you have to change, not the company. Company is changing constantly. Company has a vision and company will change. You have to change in order to be in different place. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals that we teach you. If you're coachable and you're willing to change your life, you're with the right company. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope that I was pretty informative for you. This is my telephone number. My name is Arek Marczewski once again. I'm living in London for the last 30 years, running a construction company. And I prepared this presentation for you to become a better person and to become successful. And I hope that next year you'll join us on a Savre annual gathering outside somewhere in tropical island and having great fun all together. Thank you very much for your attention and hope to see you pretty soon. Thank you.